Now I come to the second part of the international trade, that is the export procedure. For the first part, that is the export documentation, you can refer the first part of the YouTube video. There are various steps which are involved in the export procedure. We will be discussing about these steps one by one. The first step is the IEC number. Now what is this IEC number? Every person who is either importing or exporting the goods, he will be requiring this IEC number, that is the importer exporter code number, and this code number is normally allotted by the licensing authorities. Now this code number will be required in various documents which we had discussed earlier to be submitted to the authorities for the purposes of export. There are various bodies like export promotion councils, commodity boards and export development authorities for various products. Exporters are advised to become members of such bodies because membership of such bodies will help them in different ways, like obtaining the certificate of origin, which is a very necessary document we have already discussed in my first YouTube video for exporting to certain countries. The next step is enquiry and offer. Whenever we go to the market to buy a particular product, we often make so many inquiries regarding the product, whether the product is up to the mark or not, say in terms of quality, price, etc. Similarly, the enquiry may contain full details of the goods required, their description, catalog number, sizes, weights, time and method of delivery, etc. One important thing the exporter should bear in mind that the foreign buyer have a large number of prospective suppliers in a number of countries, so the exporter is in a very competitive situation. So serious effort and care should be taken while dealing with the foreign country customers. Confirmation of order. Once the terms and conditions are acceptable to both the parties, that is the buyer and the seller, the buyer may place an order with the exporter, and after getting the order, the exporter should immediately confirm by sending this acceptance. For the confirmation of the order, the pro forma invoice is generally sent in triplicate, that means 3 copies to the buyer, and the buyer is asked to return 2 copies signed by him. The confirmation of the order then takes the form of a contract. The next step is export license. There are certain items which are banned in certain countries. This we have already discussed in our earlier slide also. But however, there are items which needs a license, and also there are items which can be exported freely. So for this, the exporter should make sure that the item is not the one which falls in the banned list. If the item to be exported requires a license, it is necessary to obtain it before finalizing the contract. Finance. If the exporter requires any financial assistance or help before shipping the products, he should take all the necessary steps to obtain the finance. Production procurement of goods. Now once the order is finalized, the exporter should take all the necessary steps so that there is timely delivery of the goods of those specifications which has been given by the importer. But however, in case the exporter is not the manufacturer by himself, then he should contract with his suppliers and also ensure timely availability of the goods. Shipping space. As soon as the export order is finalized, the exporter should contact the shipping companies so that he can book his required shipping space as soon as it is possible. Packing and marking. Once the goods are ready for dispatch, they should be marked and packed properly. If the buyer has given any instruction about it, they should be followed accordingly. But if there are no such instructions, it should be ensured that packing and marking are of the standards recommended or specified. Quality control and pre-shipment inspection. Before shipping the products, the goods are inspected by the inspecting authority, and this is compulsory under quality control and pre-shipment inspection. Some of the authorities are Export Inspection Agency, EGMARK authorities, Textile Committee for Textile Goods, or any other authorities authorized for this purpose. Excise clearance. Due to the government policy, the export products are exempted from the excise duty. That is, they are not required to pay any excise duty. But there are two ways by which the excisable goods may be exported, either under claim for rebate of excise duty or in bond. In the first one, the duty is first paid, then its refund is claimed, and in the second case, the goods are allowed to be exported without payment of duty on execution of a bond. Customs formalities. Goods may be shipped out of India only after the exporter has obtained customs clearance, and for this purpose the exporter should present the following documents to the customs authorities. Sometimes if the exporter is not doing this, then on his behalf the clearing and forwarding agent can also do. There may be many documents like shipping bill, invoice, export license, quality control, or any other document whichever is necessary. And the custom authorities scrutinize the shipping bill and other requisite documents, and if they are satisfied, they pass it for export. And again, there may be a physical examination by the staff of the customs. Sending the shipping advice to the importer. Once all the above discussed processes are over, the exporter will inform the importer that the goods have been dispatched and the ship has been departed, so that the importer gets ready for his actions. Negotiation of documents. After shipping the goods, the exporter should arrange to obtain payment for his exports by negotiating through the bank with the relevant documents. Now we come to the last step of the process, that is realizing export incentives and applying for refund. So here the exporter will take appropriate steps by way of applying to get the duty draw bank from customs and any other assistance from government. Like the government of India has framed several schemes to promote export, and these schemes grant incentives and other benefits to the exporter.